Colewort and Potato are an interesting complement. A bundle of nerves and low self-esteem meets a sweet, kind people pleaser. They're a pair of misfits that found each other very early in life, recognized that they have a special connection, and decided to, as they put it,
Two people in this room have unresolved romantic tension.
Actually, we're just taking things slow.
Nobody cares!
While Cupid claims that nobody cares about these background characters and their budding romance, the team behind OKKO beg to differ. The first hint that they're a couple shows up in the episode Plaza Prom. There's plenty of scenes showing Colewort trying to make conversation or have a fun time and failing, while Potato reassures or comforts him. Their standout scene is Potato lifting Colewort so he can reach the chips and dip on a buffet table. It's just a little too high. Would step stools be too much to include for your shorter guests here, Rad? Colewort sprays dip in his eyes, freaks out, and runs off, with Potato trying to catch and clean him up, as well as try to massage his bruised ego. They recover from the scene well enough since they managed to pose for a really cute picture together. Potato herself approaches everyone with the zeal to play support that rivals KO's life mission to be the most helpful superhero ever. Where KO can be oblivious, Potato can be a bit of a doormat. She tries to be optimistic, and generally leans towards a solution where hopefully everyone comes away happy, but the episode We've Got Fleas shows that she has a backbone when it's a cause or community she's especially passionate about. If keeping the peace means raising her voice or stepping in, she will. So Potato's biggest moment in the series overall is in We've Got Fleas. After Rad, Enid, and KO end up as permanent were-creatures that are a rabbit, cat, and dog respectively, she invites them to join her Anthro group's equivalent to the furry fandom. Anthros create and dress up as their human personas, using the experience as a fun means for safe self-discovery, fantasy, and a sense of community. Potato comes across as someone that's either a leader or a go-to staff member at this particular fandom meetup. She emphasizes that this is a neutral, welcoming space outside of hero and villain fights. When there's a potential conflict budding between the Bodega Men and Michaela the Boxpot, Potato shuts down the impending attack. She's more confident and self-assured here versus any other scene she appears in throughout the series. This helps reaffirm just how much this fandom means to her and how it helps her grow as a person. I honestly appreciate this episode's hat tip towards how important the furry fandom is to a lot of the showrunners too. This is a fantastic, low-key way to not only write a love letter to their hobby, but also potentially introduce viewers to why and how the furry fandom can be a safe haven for so many nerds that felt like outcasts and wanted some kind of inclusive space. In the finale, Potato makes a brief appearance as one of the fighters in the POW-sponsored tournament. She has the ability to create a specialized set of metal armor, and she deliberately fashions said armor around her human persona. In a sense, it's as much her equivalent to a trademark hero costume as KO's Bodega vest. While the tune hand-waves the showmanship classic heroes invest in specific capes or costumes, every character does have some piece they wear that reflects some part or aspect of their heroic identity. When KO wears the vest, he represents both Gar's Bodega and who he is as the ultimate helper. When Potato wears or builds her human persona costume, it's what helps her get in touch with her compassionate, confident, heroic self until she may find a means to be that self organically later on. The other significant Potato and Colewort episode is when they team up with KO in Plaza Olympics. Colewort is surprised when Potato says she wants to win. Their original game plan was bare minimum performance and snagging a few participation ribbons. So when Potato plays off Colewort, they're more likely to do things that fit in Colewort's comfort zone. Colewort is trying to put himself out there more, but slowly and carefully. Whatever game plans or ideas he had about becoming the cool guy will never happen at his snail's pace, though. It's a good thing when KO interrupts Potato and Colewort's existing dynamic. He's a louder, more decisive personality compared to either of them. Potato is fine with letting KO take the reins in all of the challenges, if he wants to. Colewort actually speaks up and pushes back. He wants to be recognized, considered, and included. He's upset that KO barely hides how much he'd prefer to be with his cooler, older friends than Colewort or Potato. Colewort's criticisms make KO rethink his attitude towards the Plaza Olympics, and to his credit, he works with Potato and Colewort as best he can. Then, Colewort gets his long sought-after moment in the sun when his awkward, embarrassing powers steam him across the finish line. He wins the first place key to the Plaza, and a nice boost to his self-esteem. KO asks to hang out with Colewort a beat too late. Granted, Colewort shows that he could get a bit of a swelled head when everyone's celebrating him like this. He rushes off with the cool kids. Potato stays behind and snaps up the opportunity to hang out with KO. The heart locket at the end of the episode feels like it could be a nod to how close Enid and Elodie used to be. As in, this could have been a thematic parallel. If the tune had continued and there was more room for further stories about the peripheral cast, I bet there would have been a one-off KO and Potato adventure. Colewort's other miscellaneous appearances show he's still riddled with anxiety, but Dark Plaza features him as one of the rebels fighting to regain control of the plaza when Point forcibly takes over. He plays a minor role, but the fact he's there shows that he's confident enough to step up and help despite all the highly trained Point personnel and dire circumstances. Season 1 is the most prominent showcase for Colewort and Potato, but the finale assures viewers that they're in it for the long haul. They're childhood sweethearts that get married later in life, and hopefully they grew up to be a pair of confident heroes that gladly and often help KO defend the plaza. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed, please leave a comment and like the video. Share it, tell your friends. If you like what I'm cooking up, subscribe, ring the bell, add me to your RSS reader. If you're in a decent position and can do so or want to, I'd seriously appreciate you checking out my Patreon. I upload all my videos there too, and even if you join for free, no ads.